So YouTube. Alright. I just made a video, but it was long, and I know y'all don't like long videos, so I decided to delete it and try it all over again. And I'm gonna try to make it shorter. I want to talk about time. You know, that's the one thing that you gotta invest. You know, in everything that you do, you always be investing your time, and you gotta understand that time is not even real. It's just something that we use to help us get from point A to point B. So, but at the same time, right? It's funny, but it's like you still have to be aware of the way that you are spending it, the way that you're using it. If you spend your time watching negative videos or listening to negative music, then that stuff can manifest. It can start to appear in your reality. You program your subconscious, and then now you're having those kind of experiences. If you don't value your time, nobody will. A quick backstory. I was talking to my student at prom, and he was just telling me about, his situation and stuff. And I was telling him, I say, well, you can think the grass green on the other side, but, he was like, I'm going to leave prom and go over here. I'm like, man, the grass ain't always green on the other side. You have to realize that it's really you at the center of your experience. So if it's something that you aren't happy about, you got to look at yourself. So, he was kind of frustrated with his dispatcher giving him certain loads. And I'm like, well, as a lease operator at prom, you can say no to the loads. You don't have to take the load. But you would personalize him so-called getting in his feelings because you said no the first time. Then you would back door and be like, yeah. I'm like, bro, you can't do that. If you're going to say no, then stick with that. So now you running loads that pay $600 going 800 miles. Nah, you don't do that, And I know people gonna laugh or whatever, but don't really, he knew the trucking, so don't be too harsh, man. But, I just had to let him know, bro, if you don't value your time, nobody will. That's your time. You out here spending your time, You giving your energy too, but you giving more of your time. Money you can always get. Your time you can't get back. You can't get your time back. So how you spend your time is important. You can't I'm not gonna say can't, but you really have to have an idea of the way that you want to live. You have to have an idea of, okay, the things that you want to do, what you want to learn about, because if not, then you will become a part of somebody else's plan. If you don't understand, or if you don't know, if you don't have a why, why drive trucks, or if you don't have a reason for doing whatever it is that you're doing, it's easy for you to become a part of somebody else's plan. So, make sure that you have a plan in place. Make sure you have a why, and that way you won't just make emotional decisions, because that you have a goal that you have to hit. I can't be around here taking cheap freight. I know I'm trying to hit this goal. You got a why, but it all really boils down to time. If you don't spend your time learning about what it is that you're doing, then it's going to cost you. You know what I'm saying? So how you spend your time is important. We move off clocks as truck drivers. You know what I'm saying? In the whole world, everybody moving off the clock. We moving off of the sun and the moon. We operate off that. You know what I'm saying? So everything and everybody is operating off of some kind of biological clock. But at the end of the day, we all have our own biological clock within ourselves. I know that if I use the restroom at 8 a.m. this day, well, in the morning when I wake up, in the rising when I wake up, it's going to be at around 8 a.m. I have to go use the restroom again. My body is on that. If I wake up every day at 6:30, well, the next day, more than likely, my body's going to want to get up at 6:30. So you know, those are choices though. It started, okay, I need to use the restroom. It started off like that at least, and then it turned to something to where it just completely took over, and it's just second nature. I wake up at 6:30 without thinking about it, or I gotta use the restroom at this time without, going. You don't gotta use the restroom, but you're going to try to force yourself. I don't have to force myself to do that. I mean, that's just an example of, how you spend your time. If I want to learn about something, shit, I get to learn about it. We got all kind of technology at our fingertips, so put your time in, learn about whatever it is. I'm not on Facebook. I deactivated my account. I'm thinking about deleting it, but I just deactivated it. The reason why I deleted it is because most of my family that lives in Florida is on my Facebook, so I get on there sometimes to make sure that everybody all right and that. But I deactivated it because I don't like spending my time on that. I don't like scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Even YouTube snuck up on me. I ain't used to be on YouTube like this. I still don't be on there like this. I never watch my videos, so I just post them and I let y'all watch them. But I don't even, if I'm on YouTube, I'm learning about something. Always, man. I got almost 1,000 videos. Man, I'm always learning. I'm always listening to somebody else's perspective. I'm always trying to see how something gets done. I even put an ad on Craigslist last night about carpentry. If anybody live in Houston and they're a carpenter or they know a carpenter that's experienced and they need a helper, a part-time helper, man, I come work for you for almost free. I put an ad out. Like, hey, if anybody need a helper, just hit me up anytime. I make my schedule fit so that way I can go put some time in over there so I can learn how to do carpentry. Anything that you want in your life, you gotta be willing to put in the time. It's no easy way, it's no shortcut. It's only one way, and that's the hard way. Go the hard way. Don't go the easy way. Don't find the easy way. They say work smarter, not harder. But you'll be working harder trying to take the easy route. Ain't no easy route. That ain't it. And then, my bad. The routes that look easy, they come with all kinds of twists and shit. They come with stuff that a lot of people ain't really ready for, or you really don't want to deal with in your life. So it's like, just make sure that you know how you want to live and how you want to spend your time. Because at the end of the day, this is your life. You know what I'm saying? It's not the CEO of the company. It's not his life. He living his life. And in his life, I'm telling you, that boy not thinking about, or that lady, they're not thinking about the people that work for them, when they get home or when they on vacation. They're not worried about, oh man, I remember that guy, John, he was a great driver. He's not worried about that. Man, that dude is on his own, in his own reality. And you are part of his plan. Because you have, maybe you using him. And that's okay. You using him to put yourself in a position to where you can probably be in his position or whatever. You can live however you want to live. But he's getting something out of it and you getting something out of it. But if that person is the only person getting something out of it and you ain't getting nothing out of it, then you a part of his plan because you don't have a why. Because you ain't learned how to manage your time. So, make sure that y'all always are taking into consideration yourself and your time, what's important to you whenever you out here and just living in general, not even just driving trucks. When you just living, man, just make sure that you be mindful of the way that you spend your time, what you allow to be, I guess, what you allow yourself to experience, what you allow yourself to watch, because some stuff, I'm sorry, some stuff is not conducive. You know what I'm saying? It's not beneficial. It's just going to take from you rather than give to you or add to you. So that's all I really want to talk about. If anybody got anything they want to say, if y'all got any questions, just comment. But yeah, like, share, subscribe, whatever y'all want to do. I'm here. Let's talk about it. But yeah, y'all be safe out there.